brothers and sisters in Islam. I'm here again for us to continue, or I should say, we should begin with our lessons. As I earlier said in my first post, we are here to learn our Islam, especially fiqh. And anybody who has any question can bring it on board in the comment section so that we'll solve it together, inshallah. Today, our lesson is going to be on a matured person. Who is a matured person according to Islamically, and when we come to the world side, who is a matured person? When we come to the world defines a matured person to be someone who has grown in age. Who has grown in age. Automatically, the person becomes a matured person. But when we come to Islamically, a matured person is someone who is matured in age and also matured in the mind, and also the calling of Islam has reached to that person. As Imam Abdurrahman al-Akhdari said in his book, Al-Baligu Al-Mukallaf. When we talk of Mukallaf, that's a matured person. He's coming to define a matured person. And he said, Huwa al-Balig. When we talk of a matured person, is somebody who has grown in age. Al-Akil, who has grown in mind. Allazi balagatu da'wat ad-din al-Islamiyya. Someone who the calling of Islam has reached to that person, being it him or her. So when you come to Islam, someone who has grown and has matured mind, and the calling of Islam has reached to that person, is a matured person. So for instance, when a child has a matured mind, maybe a child from age 9 to 10 has a matured mind, is he called a matured person? According to some scholars, they say yes, because he has matured in the brain. His mind is matured enough to know the good and the bad. Some also said no. He has more ages to acquire before he will become a matured person. Why? Because he is a child, although he has a matured mind, but he also had some childish mind to attach to the matured mind that he has. But when he has grown in age and also grown in mind, and also the calling of Islam has reached to him, automatically he becomes a matured person. So a matured person in Islam is someone who is matured in age, matured in mind, and also the calling of Islam has reached to that person, or the person has answered the call of Islam. As the Imam said, أول ما يجب على المكلف تسهيل إيمانه. The first most important thing on any matured person, if you are a Muslim, is to purify your faith. Is to purify your faith. So before you can purify your faith, unless you are matured in age, matured in mind, and then you have answered the call of Islam, or the call of Islam has reached to you. So with these three things, you can purify your faith. You can purify your faith. And what is faith? And the Imam said, At-tasdiqu bima ja'ana bihi Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam min indillahi ta'ala, you endorsing, you justifying, you accepting what Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, brought to us from Allah, automatically you have faith. Because faith is something that we cannot see with our eyes, but it's something that happens in our heart. You feel it in our heart. So the moment you accept what Prophet Muhammad brought to us from Allah, automatically you have faith. You endorse it, you accept it, then you implement it, you work with it. Automatically you become a Muslim and you have faith. Because faith is something we cannot see with our eyes, but rather we feel it in our heart. So it's very, very important for every Muslim to know who a matured person is. The reason is, you can see someone who bears the name Yaqub, Ismail, and so on and so forth. But the person do not pray. When you ask him, he will tell you, I was named with it, but I'm not a Muslim. That means that person never identified that person as a Muslim, because name do not endorse or do not identify where the person is. Someone can be called Emmanuel, Ishmael, but is a Muslim. So before someone can be called a Muslim, unless that person, one, is matured in age, two, matured in mind, and three, the calling of Islam has reached to that person, or the person has answered the call of Islam. So if you have these two, but the third one you don't have, you are not a matured person according to Islam. So if you have any of them and you don't have the three, still you are not a matured person according to Islam. I hope you understand. And also, you being a matured person, there's one important thing on you that you must do, which is to purify your faith. To purify your faith. And I just explained what faith is. Faith is something which we can't see with our eyes, but we feel it in our hearts. When your heart is full of faith, then your mouth will declare that I am faithful, I am a believer. Why? Because your heart and your soul are full with faith. Now your mouth can declare it. And when your mouth declare it, it becomes action. We want to see you doing things which goes with what you just said. So if you said, I am a Muslim, I believe in Allah and I believe in His prophets and the rest of the prophet that Allah has sent to us, that means we want to see you, one, praying, two, fasting, three, if you have money, do your zakat, four, if you have money, go to Hajj, and the rest of the things that Allah has placed down upon Muslims to do, we want to see you doing it. The moment we see you doing that things, automatically we will believe in you that you are faithful, you are a Muslim, you have faith. But when you declare it with your mouth but not in your heart, and we didn't see the actions, we can never accept you as a Muslim or being a faithful person. So faith is something that happens in the heart, not physical. It will rather take your heart and fool your heart. After it's fooling your heart and your soul, then your mouth will declare that I'm faithful, I am a believer, I believe in Allah and I believe in His messengers and prophets. So according to Islam, anybody who do not believe the prophets and the messengers Allah sent to us is not a Muslim. Don't bear in mind, he said, هو التصديق بما جاءنا به سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم من عند الله. You justifying, accepting, endorsing what Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم brought to us from Allah. Not only just Prophet Muhammad and the rest of the messengers who came, who were given books, you need to believe in them. As Allah said in Quran, لا نفرق بين أحد من الرسل. Never separates the messengers. Believe in all of them from Adam to Muhammad. So we Muslims, we believe Adam is a messenger of God, is a prophet. So Jesus Christ, we believe is a prophet, is a messenger of God, and Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So we believe in all of them, and we believe in the books that they brought to us from Allah. So this, when you do this, it means you have faith. You have justified your faith, and we will believe that you have faith. So this is where I will bring my lessons to end. I hope you understand the lessons that we are doing one after the other, and also may Allah help us to understand it more and do it not for pride or boasting or for something, just we are doing it for Allah's sake. This is where I end my lesson for today. If there's any question, the comment section is there for you to bring your question, and if there is any correction or anything that you want to add, you can write it in the comment section. Wasallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabil akhyar wa sallama tasliman kathira. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.